Go for it.
Action. Harriet, action. Harriet. Action. Go, you go.
What do I do? Oh, sorry, I thought Elliot was going to introduce it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I can't.
It's our long-awaited Q&A. Elliot, who's called Sunil Patel in this. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because you use this on the side, don't you?
I haven't paid for the Zoom account in ages. Is it still working?
No, they've sent us a notice.
Have they?
Yeah.
Good for them.
I think they're giving you money for it every month now.
Oh, maybe I am paying for it.
No, they've sent us a notice for it. We owe them £28.
I'll pay it. Don't you worry about a thing, guys. Don't you worry, kids. Yes, what's the first question?
Great. Q&A time. I've lost my question master hat. It's my secondary one. Right.
It looks like the old one.
Yeah, it looks like. Is that a Q on it?
It's a C for Chicago.
Cubs.
Bears? No, I think it's Bears. I think the C is weirdly for Chicago. Okay.
Okay.
Ferdarag asks, will any of your gigs be streamed since there are still some limitations on traveling? By the way, I already have the credit card details. How do you think I pay for Patreon? Because we said that no one's ever asked us for our credit card details, which is weird because we would give them if anyone did ask. So, will any of your gigs be streamed? Limitations on traveling.
The only ones I know of that will be streamed are any weekend gigs we do at Angel Comedy. Mm-hmm. So they're always live streamed.
And Sunil was in the newsletter for Angel Comedy.
Yeah, I was a bit concerned about that. I'm not sure they should have said that. I'm not sure they should have released that.
I to sign up to the newsletter from Angel Comedy, but you won't be able to get it anyway. Sunil was a big deal in it. They made a big deal about it. But then they said that he also lived above.
They said occasional housemate because I was living at Angel Comedy at the Bill Murray for a bit.
They blew him up and they tore him down in the same newsletter.
Yeah, and then fine, all right. So Angel Comedy is the only one I know of.
I don't have any booked in, but I would like to do another live one of Why Is Harriet Crying that we can get an audience to and stream.
We can do that anytime. I used to live there.
Oh yeah, you got it. So I would really like to do that at some point if people think they'd be interested to come and watch live or on stream.
Actually, I'm vaguely thinking of starting a gig that we could live stream, but we haven't really fleshed out the details, but we're thinking of doing a Sunday afternoon gig at the Bill Murray. And we haven't really fleshed out the details of it, but it's basically we're trying to do something that'll be a new material gig for comedians to do something. And then also we want them, half of it, just for them to read their roughest phone notes. And then we'll try and figure out what they mean by that. And that's the premise of the gig so far. And we can live stream that. And I think it'll be quite a fun one to live stream.
Yeah,
but hopefully we'll start that end of July. But yeah, obviously.
Yeah, just flesh out the details. You said that like 3 times.
Yeah, you've got to flesh out the details of it. Okay. Thanks, Harriet.
Another one from Ferdarag is looking back at your vision board episode. How would your board look now? You may make use of Venn diagrams. So.
Well, Harriet, do you want to go first?
Now the world is opening up. Yeah.
Diagram and. Well, that's weird because I was going to say nothing is in it, but actually my head is in it.
So your head's still there?
So, no, nothing's come true. I've not even been in a field with a llama, so things haven't gone to plan. I have had a bit of hay fever, though, and there was a lot of meadow in it, so I don't know if that was an uncanny future prediction, or I manifested the hay fever.
Well, mine had a lot more on it. Mine had a bureau. A bowl, a lake, a bus,
You've got
and a
loads
garden.
of bowls. You've been on a bus.
I've been on a bus. I've got a bureau, a lake. Haven't been to I went to the Lake District.
You went to the lake? Oh my God, Sunil!
Sorry, I went wild swimming in the Lake District, almost drowned. And then we've got the gardens, lovely gardens. How does that? The new flat I'm moving into has a garden.
It has a garden.
The bowl, lovely bit of porcelain. I almost stole some porcelain from the flight I was on last week because it was very nice porcelain.
Why'd they have what? Oh, because you're in business class.
Are you in like some fancy level of airplane?
Just business class on a short haul.
He told that whole sentence just so he could boast about being in business class.
Do you want to see the photo of the porcelain?
Yeah. Why they have porcelain on the plane?
They have porcelain in business class, Harriet.
I wouldn't know.
What, do they not trust normal people with porcelain?
No.
Apparently they get real cutlery in there, which I think is really dangerous.
Yeah, I got real cutlery, and also a woman tried to walk into business class without a mask on, and then they called the police on her at the other end.
Can't see it. It's just
Why?
I can't believe you took a picture of it.
That doesn't look impressive. It looks like a
It
Right.
looks like a paper cup.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing. It looks like a paper cup, but it's heavy porcelain, and it's got a Lufthansa logo on it. It's really quite nice.
Oh,
A
But you
paper
didn't
cup,
steal
but
it.
porcelain. Imagine that.
But you didn't steal it.
No, I looked it up on eBay. People have nicked it and sell it for like 25 quid
why? You can
So-
survive it.
for my birthday.
Just got to get you a business class ticket to on a short trip.
I've got a question for the Q&A after the next ones, but yeah.
Okay. Would you survive a game of Jumanji? And who else would you want to play with you, bearing in mind the high risk of death and entrapment?
Harriet?
It's my worst nightmare to be stuck in Jumanji.
Just Googling Jumanji.
Do you not know Jumanji?
It's a supernatural board game.
There's no way I could. Well, if I was, I think I'd find one spot and then I'd just sit in it, probably up a tree.
Okay.
Oh my,
You
And then
think
just wait it out.
you think that's
just
you
wait
think
it
that's-
out. I don't
you
like
think
how,
that they haven't thought of that?
because but then probably a tsunami will come or like one of those plants will come and drag me down. It would just be exhausting.
Well, okay. I would from starting the game, I would embrace death. I'd be like, well, I'm gonna die, and then I'd do the stupidest things possible and hope I don't die.
That might be the only way to beat Jumanji. No one's
It's the only way to win at life.
To die.
It's to embrace death fully and live in the
And
moment.
it is a game, so maybe if you treat it as a game, then you win.
Life is the game, Harriet.
I would
the game
bring
of life
my
and
dog,
Yeah, you'd bring your dog.
just for company.
Oh, and then you'll die, and the dog's just got nothing.
No, okay, I wouldn't bring my dog. I'd bring.
Well, maybe
Snap.
if you bring wildlife into Jumanji, it breaks the game. Maybe they're like, whoa, you've Jumanji.
Yeah.
Why can't you bring
bringing up-
Bobby?
Oh, sorry, I bring Bobby.
Bobby's got experience of being in tough situations like that. Killer camp.
Yeah. And he always goes for the eyes, so he'd know
Always goes for the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So the answer is we'd all die, but
Yeah.
someone would be all right with
But I
it.
would embrace it
Who'd you
Okay.
bring though?
like a samurai or a ninja.
Who'd you bring with you?
Me?
Yeah, to Jumanji.
I don't know.
And maybe a lovely lady.
Yeah, but then I'd have to watch her die.
No.
Okay, I'd bring a lovely lady. Elliot, note that down for the answers. I would bring a lovely lady and I would
Lovely.
embrace death.
So if we ever find
I would
Jumanji, I've got to
want
get
that
you
guy.
a lovely lady. All right.
Okay, a lovely lady, and then we can die. That is the game of life.
That's the best question we ever had.
Yeah, it really has brought up some deep, yeah.
Viola Bay asks if anyone has yet joined the annual Christmas Pizza Express party level of our Patreon.
Well,
No one's joined.
I personally think we shouldn't have made that a level. But
It's half a joke unless somebody does it.
it's all fun and games till someone pays to sit with us and eat a pizza in silence.
They only have to sign up for a month though, and then they get the pizza.
Yeah, that's why it's such a weird deal. It's like, surely we should. I mean, like, we get paid more to do a night gigging somewhere. Anyway,
You know what we could know, because we'll go on our annual Christmas party anyway. So it's just bringing someone along with us. But I think maybe we could open it up that if someone not based in England wanted to do it, we would eat a pizza with them over Zoom.
oh
We
yeah,
can do
okay,
that
yeah,
now,
good point. Yeah.
But then if it's in a different country, they might not have Pizza Express, so it might not be the same for you. But we'll buy a pizza of your choice.
I don't think there's any other country that has Pizza Express.
think there is either.
No, there wouldn't be, would there?
Because in Italy, they'd be like,
Actual pizza.
just the Italian restaurant, yeah, or a restaurant as they put it there, yeah.
They just call them restaurant. Yeah. So to answer your question, no,
No, nobody.
Nope.
no one yet.
What was doing your first stand-up comedy gig like? And that's from Laura Batley. What was your first gig like?
It was so nerve-wracking. I could hardly sleep. I was talking to myself. I was like a mad person. I didn't tell anyone I was doing it. I was just insane. And then the like excitement and like thrill of doing it was the best thing ever.
Where was it?
It was in it was a Laughing Horse gig, you know, the one in the park.
Yeah, above the I know.
Yeah.
Mine was above the George on the Strand, and it was with like 9 other comedians that I'd done a like evening class in comedy in.
You did, yeah. You cheated.
I cheated by doing a class, which is like you can't actually learn anything about comedy, but it's basically about building up your confidence to start gigging really, and you've got a group of people to start. What, Harriet?
Yes.
Can you just let me do my answer?
Yeah, keep talking. Yeah.
All right, and I think I was headlining, of course, and I remember feeling
You've
it
never
like
done a gig before. You can't be a headliner because no one would know you were the best.
And well,
why were you
teacher
put
said
above everyone else?
The teacher said you're headlining, and that's for a reason. And I went, all right, fair play. And then and it went like I couldn't imagine it going well. I just couldn't imagine any stand up going well. And then it went really well, and it was like an out of body experience. Like I didn't know what I was saying. I was just basically it felt like I was watching myself do stand up. It was just really strange, really strange. I'd never experienced that before in my life, and never again. And then I got the bus home.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah, mine was the same, except
I
got the tube.
Cool.
Very good. Well done, both of you. This is from Jeremy Leand. He asks, did Sunil actually jump over the coffee counter in the Apple ad, or is it just a film trick?
Very good.
Why
Jeremy,
didn't
how did you know it was
the
me?
waxed mustache?
Oh, okay. How did he know it was me in that advert? It could be anyone.
Because your big face comes up every time I'm trying to watch TV.
I still haven't seen it.
I watched TV a couple of weeks ago, and you were on 2 adverts in a row in Gogglebox.
Yeah, it's got to stop. It has got to stop.
Stop selling us things, Sunil.
It becomes not believable if I'm not going to buy the Apple thing because I've just seen you in an insurance one.
It's
kind of like, they're trying to trick me with an actor.
Isn't he a fisherman?
Yeah, I'm a fisherman.
What's he doing in the coffee shop?
Yeah, it's weird to see both adverts on in the same break. Yeah, it's got to the point where I've got people who I haven't seen for like 8-9 years just texting me out of the blue going, what the fuck is this? And I have to explain myself or just not answer. I prefer not to answer. But to answer your question, Jeremy, I had to jump over that counter about 40 times to get that from different angles. And I had to kick over a huge tray of croissants every time, which I think they've cut from the final advert. There's no croissants in it now. Yeah, so every take I was kicking over a huge bowl of croissants that flew into the air, into a big like explosion of croissants. And that looked really fun, but I don't think that made it to the edit. But yeah, so it was me having to do that. It was pretty tough on the left hip.
Would you say that you're a stuntman now?
I guess I do my own stunts like Tom Cruise.
And there wasn't like a little trampoline down there or anything. Like you actually just jumped.
No, you've got no. It's just purely.
I've never seen you move so much.
Well, I save it for when I'm being paid for it, Harriet.
I've known you for 10 years. I've never seen so much acting.
But why would you ever need to see me move at that pace? You know, I mean, we all know naturally fidgety people. I'm certainly not one of them, but it doesn't mean I'm not capable of vaulting it.
You can't jump over a coffee counter.
A concrete coffee counter. A lovely coffee shop that in Prague. I'd certainly go back there if I were in Prague. Okay.
I keep watching it though because at the ending people disappear, but you can't see you disappear because I wanted to see you disappear.
There's a longer version apparently, but someone said I blew up on a toilet. It was the last day of filming, and the assistant director came up to me and said, "We've got something very special for you." I was like, "What?" And he went, "Just you wait and see." And they made me sit on a toilet, and
Haven't you done that before?
Yeah, they always put you on a toilet.
Weren't you
When
like
else have
Idiot Man on Toilet?
That was an audition. Stupid Man on Toilet.
Oh, well, you showed
Stupid
them.
Man. It was Stupid Man on Toilet being
Stupid man
interrupted
on
by a
iPhone
T-Rex.
on toilet.
That's what made it believable is the iPhone.
Yeah.
Final question is from Anthony Conway. He says, during the pandemic and all that has been involved, have any of you learned anything about yourselves or any life lessons that you will definitely take forward with you into post-pandemic life?
I don't like pandemics. It's something that I've learned. I don't enjoy them. I don't like diseases, and I like to have things to do, and I don't like not having things to do. That's what I've learned.
Okay, is that it?
I don't think.
I think you've learned more than that.
What else have I learned?
Did we not have a conversation? Or I've spoken to lots of comics who've started saying like, I won't be doing exactly the same things I did before the pandemic. It's made them think more about how they spend their time and what they actually want to do.
One thing was with stand-up, like I really want to know what I'm saying before I get on stage. I really want to like take each gig very seriously. That's something that I really thought about. Like,
have you done that?
Yes, and then I didn't. But no, but I am doing it. I just no, and so I've stopped like writing my set on my hand and stuff, and just being like, look, you need to know
what you're saying.
Yeah,
you mean rehearse almost?
Almost.
Yeah, almost. I said the one thing I learned was that I didn't want to go back to the amount of travel I used to do, which wasn't as much as someone like who's it wasn't that much compared to like someone who's doing what, Harriet?
I mean, you didn't really travel that much, to be honest.
No, I think it's just because in the like few months before the pandemic hit, I was doing tour support for two people, so it was a lot of driving, and I was just like, I don't really want to do that, and I've immediately just gone back to the same routine.
Well, no, now you're a globetrotter rather than like going up and down the country.
Yeah.
You go further now on your journey.
That's fine, but having to drive to places is like, I don't want to do it, but then I'll probably be supporting Jumanji again on tour in January. But I guess it's quite hard to say no to your friends sometimes. But yeah, basically nothing's changed. I've learned nothing. I've just got older.
That's the message of the podcast, I think.
Yeah.
Elliot, have you learned anything?
I've learned. I think before the pandemic, I used to tell people, because I thought it sounded cool, that I was okay in my own company, and I was like, if you can't be on your own, there's something there's something wrong. And now it's nice affirmation that I genuinely can be. I haven't gone to. I went a bit mad in parts when I was just like suddenly caked in makeup and stuff and running around the flat on my own, going like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, but you had
me now.
You were living with like in different situations as well, weren't you? You were living with people that you didn't get on with sometimes, or whatever.
I've been fortunate that I moved twice during this.
Yeah.
Because then I couldn't get bored yet.
Yeah.
I had three nice situations of like living with friends, living basically on my own, living now.
That's exactly the same as me.
Yeah, so it's like I couldn't get bored.
Yeah, I guess I haven't had what Harriet and Bobby have had, which is basically just being stuck indoors with each other.
I wonder if being stuck with one person's worse than being on your own. I wonder if that's a thing.
It's not actually. It's been really nice.
Yeah, but you complained about it.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously, why wouldn't I? I think, I haven't learned any new skills. I was gonna try, and then I just didn't like. I just don't see the point in learning something unless I really want to.
I'm the same. Unless I'm really into something, I can't get my attention into it. I have to really like.
Yeah, there's no point treating life as like school again, where you just have to do things because you have to do things.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah.
So we'll never learn anything new.
I'm gonna get a drum machine.
Helen will like that.
Is that something you just decided you want to learn for some reason?
Yeah. Electric drums.
I would love you to be a drummer. I think it will be so fun. And
got such weak arms.
To your personality. I would love it. Please.
Okay. They're about 300 quid. Feel free to get it for your birthday, Harriet.
Well, I should get it for your birthday. What
For
are you
your
getting,
birthday.
by the way?
Because you... Huh?
It's because it has been my birthday. What?
Let's have the next
Yeah.
question, because I've got a question about your birthday at the end.
Well, let's hear it. It's time.
Oh, right. What should I get Harriet for her birthday?
I thought you were going to get me a bucket hat because you messaged me.
I am. Let's talk about this, because I was looking at bucket hats for Harriet, and then I was so concerned because, like, her head is so big that I don't know if many of these bucket hats will fit. And I looked at the reviews. Is what?
I tried some on in H&M and they're just...
Yeah, they just sit like little construction hats, don't they, on you?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, so I'm gonna try and the one I wanted to get her. There was a review, and the first review said, "Sorry, let me find the review. It was so funny." It was a review. Someone had bought these hats. They were women's hats, and someone said, "This is the review. Great cricket hat for boys. My kids have huge heads, so I need to get them adult hats. These have a drawstring inside, so can be adjusted, which means the same hat for both. Nice deep brim. But this is where it really..." And I was about to buy this, and then it said, "Too snug for a large woman's head." Too snug for a large woman's head, but fairly
large
standard
woman's head.
sizing. Yeah.
Great.
So, I mean, what if that's true? Then I'd just be getting her a gift that makes her feel bad. So I need to find a hat.
There must be a specialist hat shop. Like, you know, there's long...
I'm not going to a specialist hat shop.
A long and tall shop will have hats.
For,
Yeah.
like, tall women.
Long, tall
There
Sally.
must be, like, big head Harriet or something, like, for, like, big
Well,
head.
I thought what I'd do is I'd go onto a men's website and get a man's hat. But Harriet, how do we mute Harriet so I can ask you what the... Elliot, how much should I spend?
Oh, if we...
I can hear
Yeah,
it.
she's muted.
Up to 30
You know,
No, I can
Up to
hear
30.
it. happening.
Up to 30 quid.
I think I can't speak, but I can hear what's
But I
happening.
can come up with 30 quid.
No, I think maybe if we go 30 quid together, like I'll
No,
give
we're
you
not getting her a
15 quid
60 quid hat, Elliot.
No. I mean, like, I'll give you 15 quid.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think the hat's going to be 30 quid.
But I was thinking I can either get her a
that much.
camouflage one like she's going fishing, or like just a standard beige one, but I think
No,
she'd prefer
like
the
lilac.
camouflage.
Have you still got the hat from the advert when
Lilac.
you were a fisherman? Can you not just give her that?
No, that was costume. That's gone back. I'll send you some hat options in the sale.
Mm-hmm.
We can pick up. But his worry is that it'll be too boring a colour for her.
I did say I'd like
What colour
lilac.
tinge should we like? Okay.
All right,
Well,
let's
if we
talk
can
about
get...
that later.
All right. We don't know what colour she wants. It's fine.
She said
Lilac.
lilac, but they don't do
I
ones
have no
big
idea
enough
what colour she
for a
wants.
woman's
That's
head.
all. No.
Light is like sort of purple, lavender.
It's not. It's different.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Did you
Harriet.
hear me then?
No,
Huh?
Was I speaking the whole time?
what?
You didn't. I heard everything you said. I think you muted my voice, but I could hear what you were saying.
15 quid each.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
heard. Yeah.
We need to get this hat before Friday anyway.
Why
Yeah,
is that?
I'm
Oh,
gonna
because you're
travel
seeing
it.
on Friday, right?
I'm seeing
Yeah,
her
we're
on
going
Friday.
to Devon. I want to wear it on the drive.
36 degrees in Bulgaria when I was there. You imagine that?
That's warm.
Didn't leave the
Too
hotel.
well.
Okay, well, I hope that answers everyone's questions. Thank you for
Yeah,
those.
thank you for the questions.
Thank you.
Keep them
Um,
coming.
Thank you.
We'll try and do this more regularly as well. We'll get back into the pattern of
We should maybe
doing it.
set
The
a
Q&As,
separate-
we just forget to do them.
We should set maybe is there a way of making a special question box so then people can put questions in
It's
the
always
box?
there.
We can just make a post and say just keep commenting underneath.
Just any questions,
And we
anytime.
can like pin it maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a question box, and then they post it through the box
Yeah.
online.
Yeah, that's basically the format of I forget everything online that you can comment on it. That's
All
social
podcasts.
media just expanded. Okay.
Yeah, cool. Well, thanks everybody.
Thanks, everyone.